So we're here with Sid Clevinger of the Fritz Ad Agency, is it?
The Fritz Advertising Agency. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at the Fritz Advertising Agency, and yeah, we're in Funnel Closer.
Now we're having this particular interview because Sid is one of the first millionaires to be made from the Funnel Closer program. Sid, I got a couple of questions for you. What exactly do you do, Sid?
Well, we are a digital marketing agency. So what we do is we help with lead generation and lead conversion. We don't do, we're not in the business to find people leads. We're in the business to help people turn leads into, help people find their own leads and then turn those leads into cash. So like we have a full system in place. We call it our lead conversion system or our millionaire conversion system. We put them into this system, and then we build them out whatever campaigns or whatever digital marketing services they might need. So a lot of people come to us for sales funnels. They might come to us, for help in how to sell those from sales funnels and stuff like that. But I would say we build a lot of sales funnels and help people, from those sales funnels, have massive success with sales and change their life. I mean, I got into this to help other people with the gift I felt like I had been given and taught by the best in the business, Ryan Stewman.
Well, I guess that's a part leads into my next question is how did you actually get started in this space?
Well, I've always enjoyed marketing. How I got started in technology and falling in love with technology, Robert, was I actually was an intern at a Division II college when I was 23,
Really?
out of college. Yeah, so I wanted to get into the sports. I wanted to be a college athletic director of all things when I was out of college. And I ended up going and interning one year at a school called Bellarmine University. It's a Division II school in Louisville, Kentucky. And I got thrown into what's called their sports information department.
Okay.
And their sports information department is all about communication. So they focus on, website, news releases. They deal all with the media and stuff like that. So actually, I was tasked with helping them with their website. I had never had any technology background in the past, but I got to learn about websites back in, this would have been 2010 or 2009, and I just fell in love with the digital game. Now, I didn't realize that I could take my love for digital and turn it into something, but that's really where I fell in love with it. And then I've had businesses where I've built websites in the past, and I've just always really stayed around that type of thing. I really love it. I tried other things that didn't really work, so I've always gotten brought back to technology. And then when Funnel Closer came out, this was something that I knew, but I didn't really know how to monetize. I didn't know how to make money from. I didn't know how to build a system around. And although I am around an absolutely amazing team that helps me level up every day, including Nicole Walker and Fabian Rabal and a few others, I'm around this amazing team. And they've helped me do that as well because they've also been with Ryan Stewman for years. Right. But a lot of the credit as well does go to Ryan because Ryan really helped me learn that you can take this funnel game, the sales funnel game, and you can turn it into a 7-8 figure business. Really? And we were the first people to do that within Funnel Closer. It took me about 2 months in Funnel Closer, to really catch wind, and I became a millionaire in Funnel Closer right before the end of the year.
Well, I guess my next question is then, what kind of volume were you doing before you got into the Funnel Closer program?
So the volume we were really doing, Robert, was understand, I had never really taken this and monetized it and turned it into a business. So like what I was doing is, I have other businesses that I'm a part of, or that I was a part of. I still own them, but I don't really, they're secondary hustles now. I actually have other people that run those companies for me. But I was focusing on one of those companies when I came in. It was a software company because I was a software developer. So you don't need to be a software developer to do this. Okay. But for me, it helped me make things make sense a lot faster, right? So I was a software developer, and I just didn't really know. So what I was doing was I was selling my software and pretty much just helping a lot of people in BFA because I was in that network, and I got a lot of social proof just by being able to help people for free. Or doing it at a very low cost. And that's really kind of how I got started, doing this as a side hustle. And I was selling and building, so I was having to teach everything. And then I ended up just, I was like, one day I was like, this is a lot more fun than my regular job, so I'm going to start doing this full time. And that's kind of how I started.
In terms of the kind of cash flow that you had coming from your business before?
Cash flow was pretty much zero when I started.
Is that right?
When Funnel Closer hit, I was at around $3,000 a month. When I started following the Funnel Closer stuff, that's where I was at. And then around a month and a half or so, I'm in Funnel Closer, or about a month really, I hit my first $10,000 month. And that's kind of the breakaway in this type of business. When you do your first $10,000 month, things get a lot easier. So I did my first $10,000 month back then, and I have not sold or had a less than a $10,000 a month since then. Now I'm, not even talking $10,000 months. We're talking $40, $50, $60, $70,000 months at this point.
I've heard that you've actually had over $90,000 a month.
I have. Back in December, I ran a contest. We were giving back to kids. I'm huge with kids, and I'm huge giving back. And back in December, I gave back $10,000 to kids. And I also took a homeless family out there with 2 kids. I took them to a 5-star restaurant back home in Louisville, and with me and my entire family. And to be honest, that right there, it made my year. The mere fact that I was able to use, a gift that I really feel was given to me to help this world, and I was able to take, actual cash and tangible income and give back to the world because of that, just means the world to me. I mean, when I first got into this business, and in our mission statement, it's all about being able to use these gifts and give back to the world to help other people grow. And, being able to do something like that, Robert. But what we were able to do is, yes, I had a $98,000 month in December in closed contracts. And, it was special, man. You get into numbers like that, and, things start to become a dream. Yeah. You don't even think that, I was blown away. I just made $98,000. I've never made that. I've never made a third of that in my life on a salary, and I just made $98,000 in a year. I mean, in a month? Holy crap. In a month? Holy crap, and like little things, Robert, like, man, I have not looked at my bank account, man, in months. I go out and, as like I just got this half sleeve on my arm. I just bought I'm going out with my family to Fort Myers. I'm buying my tickets. I'm buying things. I just got, I'm going to Greece in a few months. And, and I had gotten, during my $98,000 month, I had gotten tickets to go to Greece and all this stuff. And it's amazing. I don't have to look at my bank account. And when finances are not an issue or not constantly on your mind, I've found that life gets a lot easier. So, that's definitely been a blessing, man.
I think there's an amazing correlation between you actually doing the $90,000 a month and the kind of giving and generosity that you exhibited at a time.
I'm a big believer in karma, Robert. And not only that, I'm a big, what you put back into the world, I feel like comes back in twofold. And, for those of you that don't know my story, this is powerful, and, I'll tell you my story, but, I was practically homeless when I moved here. I was living with my parents, and I moved here with $3,000, man. I didn't even know anything, and I moved here with $3,000 and figured it out, and I figured it out through the teachings from Ryan Stewman, through the amazing team that I have, that I've been able to be introduced to by Ryan Stewman, and just in sheer belief, because it's so much more than just learning how to sell. Right. It's starting to have a belief in myself. I never had a belief in myself like I do now. And now my confidence is through the roof, and I cannot and I cannot thank him enough. But at the same time, Ryan will tell you the same thing. I'm blessed to know you, Robert. I'm blessed to know Ryan. I'm blessed to know these two people behind the camera right now, and it's just an absolute blessing just to know you guys. The network, in my opinion, is worth 10 times what you all charge, and it's just an absolute blessing to be a part of that. So thank you.
What do you consider to be one of the keys to your success, Sid?
The keys to my success, man, to be honest, is the biggest thing that I took away. I turned 31 a week ago, and and I had a monstrous year last year. I went from being practically homeless. Ryan says practically homeless to actually I just got approved for my 22nd floor penthouse yesterday. Congratulations. So I'm getting ready to move into a 22nd floor penthouse. I'm getting a Maserati, the exact same Maserati that Ryan had last year. I'm getting the exact same car, and I'm actually going to have him there when I sign the papers. That's how much it means to me. And it's amazing. I mean, I moved into a studio apartment a year ago that I could not even afford. And now I'm sitting here talking about getting approved for a penthouse, getting a Maserati. Right. I mean, what the hell's going on? But it has been a lot of work, and I have went through a lot of trials, but I would not trade it for anything in the world. And the penthouse is real. The Maserati is real, and it can be really done. I'm a simple Southern boy from Eastern Kentucky. I grew up in a 5-light town. And now I'm a millionaire. Like, what the fuck? That's not supposed to happen to me. So it's definitely a great dream come true for sure.
So what is in the future for you, Sid? Where are you going to go from here? What's your plan?
Over, man. Like, I'm a salesman at heart. I just hope that I'm able to give back as much as I felt like I've been given. The thing is you guys can do this. It might not be easy and it's not overnight success. Really? But if you go in and you put your line in the fucking sand and you do not let the universe and the force of average fuck you over, and you go in every single day and you give every ounce, I guarantee you at the end of that tunnel is success. And that's exactly what's happened to me. And a lot of it, I mean, my team I have is fucking phenomenal. I cannot be more excited. They're the best team that I could ever ask for, and they've leveled me up since day one. But I would have never met that team if I had not found Ryan and I had not found you. And that's why, you know, I go live in this group. That's why I give value, because I feel like I'm forever in debt, and I owe you guys so much. And my whole goal is that I'm able to give back as much as that I've received.
In the terms of giving back right now, what would you have as far as advice for a young would-be funnel closer, something that you can give to him to kind of open their eyes, or what would you recommend?
The biggest lesson that I learned this year was to believe in myself. I had never believed in myself before. I was picked on as a child. I was made fun of even in, you know, high school, college, because I was a little bit weird. But the thing is I'm starting to learn about myself is that, you know what, I am kind of smart. You know what, I can sell. You know what, I do deserve to be in the same room as Ryan Stewman and as these other people in Tribe. And, you know, that's the biggest thing for me. And, you know, like the number one thing I would say is, one, believe in yourself. And two, you got to take a chance on yourself. If I had never taken a chance on myself, I would not be here. Guys, you're spending $997 for a program that's going to lay out the foundation for making millions of dollars in the future. $997 is going to be recouped off your first sale. And if you cannot sell one sale in this group, then to be honest, you probably shouldn't be in this group to begin with. And that's real talk. They've given me that confidence back in myself. And that's not even anything I bought, but it's kind of a byproduct of what you get when you join BFA. We're a family. We care about each other. We want each other to succeed. And I guarantee you, if you take a chance on yourself, this program is going to be your ticket to success. Get in the program. Get in it now. It's not going to be $997 forever. You guys had it at $3,000 a couple weeks ago. Right. It's at $997 right now. $997 fucking dollars. That's under $1,000 for a chance to you make millions on the other end. If that's not a return on investment and you can't see that, then maybe the program's not for you. But if you do want to bet on yourself and you do want to make a lot of money and you do want to go out there and become the entrepreneur that you always said you'd wanted to be, join this program. This program is going to make you a lot of money.
That was so well said, Sidney Clevinger, my boy.
Robert, you need to get in touch with Robert. Robert is, you know, the guy that I talk to. He sends over a lot of people to me in the group that's looking for help or wants to answer questions. You know, I run my business. That's great, but I'm always in there to help people, and you know, that's what it's all about. So, you know, I will leave. I said I'd leave with this, but also think about this. I get asked every day now, what do I need to do to become a millionaire? And this is what I tell them. Go help 1 million people first. And when you help 1 million people, go then look at your bank account and see where it's at. I guarantee you it's over 10 million, not one. So hopefully that helps.
Well said. All right. Well, we're getting ready to sign off. It's been good being here with you live, and we're going to complete this recording and let people know that it's this kind of camaraderie, is this kind of giving and receiving that really makes the Break Free Academy special.